I kind of worked very hard to make sense of this whole money game and solve it. Not because I was obsessed with money or like spending lots of money, but because I could see that it was a big obstacle for most people. And if I was able to remove that, it would be much easier for me to live a life more in line with how I want to ideally live. And so now, yeah, now my whole focus is on really trying to take very seriously how do I actually want to live my life? You know, like if there was no restrictions, what would that look like? Okay, great. Well, can I live that now? Okay, not fully, but mostly. So let me do that. And then any bits that I can't yet do, well, what's getting in the way? And that, you know, some people are, you know, whatever, like, oh, it sounds a bit woolly or a bit personal development-y or whatever. But like at the end of the day, for the vast majority of people, like, what do they want from life? They want to live their ideal life. They want to get the most out of life, whatever that is for them. So my whole philosophy is start with the end in mind. Think what is that ideal version, and then work backwards from there and think, well, what do I want to be doing today, this week, this month, to facilitate me living that life right now as much as possible, and in the future more so. So I'm these different ways I do it. So the best way to do it is like like the way I try to do it is put an imaginary gun to someone's head and I say, right, if you don't pick something right now in terms of what you ideally want from life, that's it, you're dead. You've got to pick. And whatever you pick, that's the life you've got to live. And the reason why that's powerful is it forces the mind to just go with its gut and just commit to something. What feels most right now in this moment. And then from that perspective, go through your ideal day in minutiae. When are you waking up? Where are you waking up? Who's next to you? Where in the world are you? What does the room look like? You look outside, what does outside look like? What's the first thing you do in the morning? What's the second thing you do in the morning? What's the third thing you do in the morning? How long do each thing of these things take? And you're just building out that ideal day in as much detail and be as specific as possible, right? And this then gives you the foundation of like that standard typical day that you ideally want to live, right?